So today is the second episode of the Rusty Pilot. We're going to do a cross country today down to Vicksburg, Mississippi in the Sierra, if it cranks up and flies. And we're going to look at a sundowner to lease back to the local flying school. And I'll cover throughout the day just some of the buying process and some of the stuff we went through and learned in the last year, because I never intended on buying an airplane, much less buying one by myself, but we did it. And there's a lot of pitfalls to it. And right now there's a big change going on in the market. Interest rates have come back up here in December of 2022, and they're going to continue to rise. And everybody put their plane up to try to sell it in any condition possible and expects top dollar for it. And the market's changed on them. They're too late. They're 90 days too late getting going. And we are buying at an interesting time when the buyer still knows that people have gotten big money, but it switched. It switched to a cash buyer's market. And banks aren't loaning on planes, and 40 and 50-year-old planes need to have all the logs. There's just so many people. I talked with a guy online the other day, and he didn't have all the logs to the plane. They were, from some of the earlier times. Maybe they had the last 20 years of it. But when we were going through, and the banks would just tell us, hey, we're not loaning money on anything that doesn't have a complete set of log books. So that's changed. Interest rates, when we were looking at buying an SR22, were 9% about 60 days ago. I would assume they're about the same. And it's going to go back to being more of a buyer's market than a seller's market. And plane prices are going to come down, even though Cirruses we were looking at have come down probably a good 50 grand off of a $400,000 machine in the last 3 to 6 months. Because people just aren't closing on that. They're still asking crazy prices, but they're not getting crazy prices. I'll update more when we get in the air.